And our thanks to our public address announcer, Jim Wagner, as we get set for the matchup tonight between the Trojans of Triton and the Scouts of Penn Valley. Triton will be in their traveling maroon uniforms trimmed in white. They have Triton in fancy lettering across the front. They've got numerals on both the front and the back. They also are in white. Their school logo, a T on their shorts. Meanwhile, the Scouts will come out in their home white uniforms. They are trimmed in red with red striping along the sides. They have numerals as well as lettering with Scouts across the front of it in black, trimmed in a little bit of red. The numerals on the front and the back are in the same color scheme. They wear the PV on the side of their shorts. We're getting set for this quarterfinal matchup, the third one of the day here at the NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament. We are set, the players are set, the ball's in the air, controlled by Penn Valley. And with it, Oliver will bring it in between the circles to the top of the key. They'll work to the west end of the Mary Miller Gymnasium, going from our right to our left, or for those of you listening along on an old-fashioned radio dial, it's from the big numbers to the little numbers. They'll kick it in the middle to Martin. Martin out to the left-hand side. Oliver's going to drive into the lane, trying to dish it underneath to Davis. In and out of his hands and out of play. And Triton will get it back on the first turnover on the first possession by Penn Valley.
Yeah, it was a good idea by Kenneth Oliver. He had the drive into the lane, and when he got to the free throw line extended, Jared Davis had his man blocked off but could not control the pass.
Quick court pass to Triton over on the right-hand side with a dribble inside was Young, and he bounces it off of the leg of an opponent and out of play. Triton will inbound the basketball underneath their own. Doing the honor will be Malinowski. Malinowski holding it underneath his own. Will look to inbound. Slaps the ball and puts the motion to the right-hand side where it comes to Young. Young all the way upstairs. Works it in between the circles to Jackson. Jackson back to the right-hand side. Drops down low on the baseline drive. A missed opportunity by Preston and the Scouts with the rebound. Up the floor, they push to the left-hand side. Freeman beyond the perimeter to the right-hand side. They'll work it around from Cooper to Oliver. Oliver holds the ball out near the Country Insurance and Financial Services logo on the floor. One of our two main sponsors of this year's tournament. Here's a three-ball, good by DeAndre Cooper, and he breaks the seal on the basket. A quick toss down the right-hand side, out of play, into the crowd, and bottles of water flying everywhere here at the radio network table as Freeman came crashing into the table.
He about got my grill at that point.
Out to the right-hand side. Triton will work it down low on the baseline. Looking to kick up. Double team down deep into the corner. And we've got a quick timeout. It's 18:42 left to play here in the first half. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Doug, let me ask you this because it comes up quite often. We've got a gentleman who's down, trapped in the corner, obviously can't get rid of the ball. Instead of taking the 5 count and a turnover, with 18:42 left to play in the first half, they burn a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, that's a tough call, and I think players are now acclimated to doing such a thing when they're in a trap. The easy situation is to get out of it with a timeout, and obviously they get a possession again and they're able to set up a play. However, at this early in the stage, you don't want to burn all of your 30-second timeouts simply because you're trapped. I mean, throw the ball underneath your own basket. That way, if there's a turnover, they've got 90 feet they have to run.
One of the things we noticed about Penn Valley head coach Marcus Harvey is he is not afraid to use timeouts, although this one obviously credited to Triton. He will use them throughout the course of the contest as he sees fit, unlike many others who try to stockpile them till the end of the game.
Right.
Here's a three-point opportunity for Triton by Young. He missed it. A rebound tip won't go for Clay, and the board belongs to Penn Valley. Up the floor they come, and they push Oliver to Cooper. He'll shoot a three. It is no good. A rebound inside. Scooped up by the Scouts. Davis with the ball, and around the perimeter they work. Freeman up top, Cooper. Back to Freeman over on the left-hand side. He'll work it inside, and we've got a travel. That's going to be Jared Davis, who had the ball in the paint but took an extra step.
There's no doubt that Penn Valley is not afraid to shoot that ball. Not only do they run the floor well, but they put that ball up fast and crash the boards extremely well. And everything that they do offensively, they transfer to the defensive end, so they play aggressive defense as well. It's a man-to-man sometimes a zone, but either way, they're trapping in all instances.
Out to the right-hand side, Triton with the basketball. They'll give it back up top, Jackson. Jackson will orchestrate the offense to the right-hand side. They'll dump it down low on the baseline. A jumper from 12 feet out. Good by William Preston, and he's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, he's got great mobility, Preston does, for being a 6'6" sophomore. Fantastic guard play from him.
Here it is again. Penn Valley trapped in the corner as they get across the midcourt stripe, and with the basketball, DeAndre Cooper calls the 30-second timeout. It comes with 17:44 left to play here in this first half.
There's just so much time on the clock, and nobody's in a momentum swinging opportunity at this point because there's only been 2 minutes and 16 seconds off the clock. No need to worry about it. If you're trapped, don't burn your timeouts because you're going to need them later. Throw that ball as close as you can underneath the basket. It may not seem like a great pass, but once again, if you cause a turnover, the opposing team would have to go 90 feet, and as fast as Penn Valley is, they can recover in time to stop that fast break.
Crispin High School is the pep band on hand here tonight, and the dedication of 2 young men. It's obvious they had a baseball game earlier this afternoon.
Yeah.
That game is over. We saw them come walking in with their trombones. They're now making their way in the midst of the pep band. So our thanks to the great folks from Crispin providing the music tonight. On the baseline, Penn Valley with the ball. Lockhart drives into the lane. Lost the handle on the ball. A big collision underneath, and they're going to award the ball to Penn Valley, saying that it was Preston who touched it last for Triton before going out of play. Scouts will inbound underneath their own bucket with the bounce pass into Martin. His shot just short, and the rebound by Triton. Cleaning the glass that time was Malinowski, and in the backcourt he looks to get rid of it. Does so up the floor to Preston. Preston will bring it into the forecourt. He stops at the free throw line extension and throws it away. Jim Wagner, the only one close enough to catch the pass. And with the turnover, the first by Triton here in the first half, Penn Valley will get yet another opportunity to put some points on the board. 17-13 left to play. Here in the first half, it is a 3-2 one-point advantage for the Scouts. Here's a 3-ball in the air. It is no good by Oliver, and the rebound by Triton. Malinowski with the basketball, stolen away from behind by Freeman. Freeman, much like a New Yorker hooligan with a pickpocket, now dishes it down deep into the corner. The shot is up, no good, and it touches the top of the backboard. Out of bounds, it belongs to Triton.
Penn Valley early shooting 4 3-pointers out of 5 shots, and only making 1 3-pointer is the only thing that's gone in, giving them the 3 points.
Good crowd on hand here tonight, but we could always use more. Come on out and enjoy the festivities. Meanwhile, working it across the midcourt stripe. In a hurry is Jackson. He's going to take it to the hole. Beautiful lead underneath to Williams, and the layup is good.
Yeah, right there, Triton did a good job of noticing the double team as he drove in the lane, dished off for the nice, easy layup.
Out to the left-hand side, Oliver is going to take it to the baseline with a bounce pass out to the right-hand side, Lockhart. Lockhart feeds it all the way up top. It comes to Cooper. Cooper, like a wide receiver, able to haul it in and hands it off to Freeman. And now Penn Valley wants to slow down the pace of the offense.
Yeah, they were getting a little out of control.
Quick dish underneath Martin to Cooper, and the bucket is good.
They finally set up their offense. They got nice passing, penetration on the 1-2-2 zone defense. Got the nice layup.
To the left-hand side, Jackson works the ball, stolen away by Cooper. He'll feed it in the middle of the floor to Lockhart. Out to the right-hand side, Oliver. Oliver on the bounce pass to Martin. Martin down low, gives it inside. Freeman to Martin. The jumper is good, and he's going to be fouled.
Fantastic drive and dish. A give and go there to number 34 for Penn Valley, Kevin Martin.
The foul is going to be on Johnny Williams. That's his first. It's the first against Triton. Martin has his first 2 points on the board, and he's looking for an old-fashioned three-point play. A 3-point lead currently for the Scouts. They'd like to make it 4, and it is up, and it is good. Now Penn Valley will apply full court pressure. In the backcourt, having some trouble. Jackson to Malinowski. Malinowski quick up the floor to Young. Young, beautiful move to the hole. Blocked from behind, and a foul is going to be called.
That was a very good call. Triton right there got past the fast court, or the full court press, was able to get the ball inside, get the foul. This is not Triton's style, but if they have it, they're going to take it.
Well, that's interesting because last night with Penn Valley, you expected them to be a team to get up and down the floor, and yet it was Glendale who wanted to run. Penn Valley slowed down the tempo.
Yes.
We talked earlier about the fact most of your upstate Illinois teams like to run and gun, and yet this is a Triton team that has slowed down the pace of the offense. For those of you that had a large over-under, you may want to start rethinking that.
Yeah, Triton for an upstate team it plays the unorthodox style of a half-court set offense most of the time.
Here's an unforced error by Penn Valley, throwing it away. That is their third of such here in the first half of basketball. 15:36 left to play in the first half. 8-6, the lead belongs to Penn Valley. Both of the free throws earlier by Quentin Young are down for his first 2 points of the contest. Here's a quick toss in the corner. They almost throw it away. Coming up with the ball is Young. On the drive inside, he throws it away. 4 turnovers by Triton.
Yeah, right now, in this tournament alone, I have not seen so many one-hand passes in my entire life. They are literally, they're heaving the ball across the court for their skip passes, and it's lucky there are not more turnovers because of it.
So what you're saying is the young baseball players from Chrisman could learn a little something.
I agree.
On the baseline, Martin with the basketball. He'll kick it out for Penn Valley, up top to Oliver. Oliver deep in the corner to Lockhart. The jumper is no good off the side of the rim, and the rebound by Triton. Cleaning the glass is Preston. Preston will push it up the floor to Jackson, and Jackson across the state of Illinois emblem mid-floor. In between the rounds, rolls to the right-hand side. With the dish and on the drive, Young with the layup. It's good, and there's a whistle on the play, but they're going to call traveling. Take the bucket away on the extra step.
That was unfortunate because he did a great job, Young did, of driving the baseline on the right-hand side, getting around the defender. It almost looked like a blocking foul, count the basket, but unfortunately he took too many steps beforehand.
Oliver with the basketball. He's going to stop at the top of the key. Looks off to the right-hand side, tried to bounce it inside, and it's going to be kicked away. 14:42 left to go here in the first half of play. 8-6, the 2-point lead for Penn Valley. They'll inbound it all the way upstairs where it comes to Cooper. Cooper's going to dribble off to the left-hand side. Lockhart back to Cooper. Cooper in between the circles to the left-hand side. Lockhart. He looks down and lobs down low, and we've got a shoving foul. That's going to be on Freeman down underneath trying to get open for the pass. It is his first, the team's second.
Yeah, right there, you're 15 feet from the basket. No need to push and shove and try and get open. If you can't get open, run around and try and come to the ball.
Double teamed in the backcourt. Penn Valley applying the full court pressure. Great job defensively. Now they work it along on the baseline. Quinn Young throws it away to Lockhart. Lockhart on the cross-court toss to Cooper. Cooper to the left-hand side, Martin. Martin back up top. Cooper to the right-hand side, Oliver. Down deep to the free throw line extension. Lockhart back upstairs. It comes to Oliver. He gives underneath Martin. Martin with a bounce of the pigskin. Turns, shoots, missed it off the top of the board, and the rebound is scooped up by Malinowski for Triton. He'll clean it out to the left-hand side. Jackson. Jackson down into the corner. Pulls up with a jumper. Young shot won't go, and the rebound tip in is good. Credit Johnny Williams with his 4th point of the contest.
That's fantastic there on the fast break, beating the press. They were able to get rebounding and a second chance opportunity.
We're tied at 8. 13:45 left to go here in the first half. Upstairs it comes between the circles. Oliver with the basketball. Dribbles and stops and kicks to Cooper. Cooper underneath to Martin. Martin outside the paint. Pulls up, shoots, missed it. Rebound by Malinowski for Triton. Triton will bring it across the green stripe at mid-floor. Double traffic. He dribbles in between. Throws it up. Blocked. Gets his own rebound. It won't go. Rebound underneath by Young, and the putback this time is good. Correct me. The basket belongs to Williams, and that is his 6th point of the contest.
Yeah, Triton's size right now and leaping ability, for some odd reason, is taking over Penn Valley since they're the ones that normally are the ones leaping out of the gym.
We've got a foul down deep into the left-hand corner. That is going to be on Aaron Jackson. It is his first and the team's second. Kurt Connor, the head coach of Triton College, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 13:10 left to go here in the first half. 10-8, the advantage belongs to the Trojans of Triton. You're enjoying the NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball National Tournament Radio Network. Out during the timeout, enjoying the sounds of the Chrisman High School pep band. Scott Eisenhower and Doug Ireland along with you. 10-8. The lead belongs to Triton College. Right before the inbound, there's a quick timeout, and Triton's Johnny Williams had something on his wrist. They've asked him to remove that, and he has indeed done that. Jay Casper and Eric Westfall serving as our on-site executive producers. Our thanks to their help here tonight. Out to the left-hand side, Penn Valley with the basketball. They trail by a deuce. Up top, Cooper holds the ball near the center court circle, works off left-hand side. Oliver, they're going to the alley-oop. Martin underneath, and the bucket is good.
That's a fantastic call out of the timeout for the Scouts, doing the nice backdoor alley-oop.
And I got to tell you, I don't think Martin was the intended receiver of the alley-oop. But he took it away and got the bucket. With the basketball, Jackson takes it into the paint, dumps it underneath to Williams for the dunk.
Fantastic look underneath. Williams, clear as can be. The double team came around. He was wide open for the dunk.
12-10, the lead by Triton. Out to the right-hand side, Cooper into the Penn Valley forecourt with the basketball. Lockhart, Cooper, Freeman in the paint, turns, shoots, blocked away, and how could that not be goaltending? I didn't think there was any doubt that was goaltending. Yeah. Here's Malinowski from three, and it's good. A 5-point turnaround in one play.
Yeah, that shot for Penn Valley on the other end was virtually in the hoop when Triton pulled it out.
On the baseline drive, Freeman with the layup, and he's got his first two of the contest.
Well, once again, Penn Valley relentless. After a made basket by the opposing team, they come back, full press. 3 seconds later, boom, they have another basket.
11:45 left to go here in the first half. 15-12, Triton with the three-point lead. Jackson way up top with the basketball. Looking for a pick. He gets it by Malinowski. He's going to take it to the hole. One-handed shot is blocked away by Martin, but a foul is going to be called. Martin almost pinned that one to the window.
Yes.
A foul is going to be on Justin Lockhart. That is his first. The third against Marcus Harvey's Penn Valley Scouts.
As I look here at Triton's enrollment, 22,000 students. That is just incredible for a junior college Division II campus.
You know, and we were talking yesterday to Mark Anderson, the head coach at Cuyahoga. They have 25,000 on their campus, and I said, that's got to be some type of an advantage to have 25,000. He said, of that 25,000, I only need 15 good ones. So with that in mind, I'm sure that Coach Kurt Connor also has the same attitude. It's great to have 20,000 on campus. He just needs 15 good ones.
That's right. If they get him to the Nationals and get him a title, hey, he's doing very well.
Aaron Jackson picks up both free throws. He's got his first 2 points of the ball game. 17-12, the 5-point lead by Triton. That is their largest lead of the contest. Out to the left-hand side, Penn Valley with the ball, dribbling it to the top. Oliver to Freeman, and now they work it to Hill. Hill to the left-hand side. Down underneath Lockhart, back up top it comes to Oliver. To the right-hand side, Hill. To Oliver, middle of the floor, left-hand side, Lockhart. He'll shoot the three ball. It is no good off the side of the rim. Rebound fought for, picked up by Martin. Fights his way in, fakes the shot, and he's going to be fouled in the effort.
Penn Valley's half-court offense, fantastic. They reversed the ball 2 times, had the open three, didn't go in, but they crashed the boards very well to get that second opportunity and go to the free throw line.
Cameron Clay picks up his first personal foul. It's the third against the Trojans. Kevin Martin already with 5 points in the book. We'll have a couple of freebies coming his way. The first one is up and no good. Scoring-wise for the Scouts, Cooper with 5, Freeman with 2, and Martin with 5. For the Trojans, Jackson with 2, Preston with 2, Williams with 8, Young with 2, and Malinowski with 3. Second one on the way is up, and it is good. Martin with his 6th point of the contest. Full court pressure being applied by the Scouts in the backcourt with the ball. Malinowski dribbling around in the backcourt, needing to get rid of it. Can't find anybody. Now he dishes to Young. Young needs to get it across the timeline, and he barely does.
That had to be 9.99 seconds.
To the right-hand side. Young will dribble. Now feeds to Malinowski. Malinowski on the drive, kicked it over into the left-hand corner, and we've got a whistle. Now the two officials are going to talk about whether it was a block or a charge.
That looked like a player control foul on Triton.
They're simply going to say the ball went out of bounds and give it back to Triton.
That may not be a bad no call. You know, I mean, of course,
after the fact,
after the fact, you know.
Sure. 10:45 left to go. By the way, an outstanding rendition of the national anthem to start this contest. That young lady had a gorgeous voice.
Yes, she did. She belted it out nicely.
Krista Connor was her name, I believe a Shalarman High School student. Out to the right-hand side on the drive. Young has the ball knocked out of his hands, and he was the last to touch it. It'll come back to the Scouts of Penn Valley.
Yeah, Young was trying to pass that ball into Clay, and it actually hit Clay right in the eye as it went out of bounds.
Penn Valley down by 4 with the basketball. 10:30 left to play here in this first half. Oliver upstairs in the attic with the round ball. Looks to the right-hand side, gives to Hill, now to Lockhart. Over on the right-hand free throw line extension. Underneath he gives to Freeman. Freeman on the baseline, spins inside. Missed the shot, but he did pick up the foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot twice. Foul is going to be on William Preston. That is his first, the fourth against Kurt Connor's Trojans of Triton.
As I'm watching Penn Valley compared to yesterday, they don't seem to be in sync like they were yesterday. And so far, like we've seen, Mott College came out aggressively. Triton doing the same thing right now. They're coming out very aggressive and just shutting down Penn Valley. And they're not really, Penn Valley has not been in their game yet. They're not crashing the boards on the defensive end like they had been and running the floor like they did in their first game.
You can even see that at the free throw line. They went 1 for 2 from the charity stripe, and it seemed last night they couldn't miss. 17-14, Triton with the lead and the basketball. Off to the left-hand side, Lockhart steals it away, works it to the right-hand side, Oliver, top of the key, almost has it knocked away, and now does! A steal by Preston, and a foul is going to be called. Oliver committed the foul after giving up the basketball.
That's insult to injury.
Oliver with his first personal foul and the team's fourth. So often you see that happen, though, Doug. Somebody makes a mistake offensively, boom, turns right around and compounds it with a defensive mistake.
Yeah, frustration fouls are not what coaches want to see.
Out to the right-hand side with the basketball. Jackson with the drive, and we've got a foul underneath.
I'm not sure about that.
That is going to be on Freeman.
Wow. I'm not sure about that. Freeman did a good job of keeping his body straight up in the air and not leaning over on the offensive player, but not from the referee's advantage point.
Freeman picks up his second personal foul. It's the team's fifth. 9:54 left to go here in the first half. 17-14. The advantage, of course, belongs to Triton at the line. Jackson with the first one, and it is up and no good. He'll get a second opportunity. Coming in behind us, the dance squad and cheerleaders of Danville High School. They will be our halftime entertainment. Second free throw on the way is up and good. Jackson with his third point of the contest, all coming from the free throw line. Off to the right-hand side. Scout basketball, they work to the left. Martin with the ball, he's going to go into the paint, throws it up and gets it to go.
Boy, that was out of control right there by Martin.
9:38 to play here in the first half. 18-16, Triton with the lead. They've got the leather as well. Jackson out on the left-hand side. Now dribbles to the right. He's going to be picked up by Oliver, pushing him all the way out near the State of Illinois emblem of mid-floor. Tell you what, he almost got a 5 count. He works his way below the mark. Jackson to the baseline. Feeds it on the cross court. Kicks it down deep into the left-hand corner. They'll work it upstairs. A 3 by Malinowski is no good off the side of the rim. Fighting for the rebound is Preston. Preston will kick it up to Jackson, and Jackson will reset the offense.
That's the 9th rebound for Triton.
On the drive, Jackson takes it into the hole. Had a wide open shot. Instead, tried to get it to Clay. Clay finally comes up with a handle. Has it blocked. It goes right to Malinowski, and he gets the layup.
Man, right now Triton is doing everything right. When the ball goes up in the air, they have 3 guys crashing the boards.
Out to the left-hand side. Penn Valley with the ball down by 4. 8:40 to play here in the first half. To the right-hand side, they work it. Lockhart in the middle of the floor. They give Oliver to Martin. Martin on the drive, blocked away. Lockhart picks it up. He'll throw it into the air, and it finds its way through the net. Unbelievable the way he tossed that up and got it to go.
The second efforts by both of these teams has been phenomenal. Right now, Triton is just winning the advantage in the fact that they're breaking the press every time, and that's why they have a 2-point lead. Literally, that's all it's been.
Out on the right-hand side, a hand check is going to be called on Lee Dixon. That'll be his first. It's going to be the 6th against Penn Valley. Marcus Harvey not happy with the call. And again, we talked about this last night, Doug. You play in some of those leagues where they don't call the hand check. You get used to making them, and then you work your way to the national tournament where they call it a little more tight.
Well, besides that, in the offseason street ball, you have a lot of hand checks. And, I mean, there's a lot of fouling going on street ball. So you have the combination of the two. Then you come to to a tournament in the Midwest where you have Midwest referees that are going to call that hand check every single time.
Some pushing and shoving going on down underneath between Preston of Triton and I believe it was Dixon of Penn Valley. The officials have separated them, and now we're ready to inbound the basketball. Underneath is Keith Young. Young will bring it into Preston. Off the glass, and he gets the bucket for his 4th point of the ball game.
Those are ones as a coach of the defensive team and the offensive team has the ball underneath the basket. You hate to see a layup off of that because that means your defense is not playing well.
Alley-oop intended for Lockhart. Picking it off underneath is Williams. Williams throws it away, and Lockhart's going to come away with the ball. Hands to Dixon. Dixon upstairs, around the perimeter, back to Lockhart. Shoots the three, missed the three. Martin with the rebound, with the reverse, and the one-hander is good. Martin with his 10th point of the ball game, the first to enter double figures here in the contest. 22-20, Triton with the ball to the right-hand side. Jackson has the basketball. He's going to take it into the hole. Stripped loose underneath. Lockhart with a steal, and he throws it away on a beautiful pick by Keith Young. Young will work it into the forecourt. Left-hand side, Preston. Back up top, it comes to Young. Young will give it to Jackson, and Triton will slow down the pace.
This is more of Triton's offense. Penn Valley seems to have gotten them in a racing contest, but Triton so far has the advantage.
Preston with a feed, top of the key. On the drive, they kick it back out from Young to the right-hand side, Preston. Preston lost the handle, loose on the floor. It's going to be picked up by Penn Valley with a steal. They'll work it to Hill. 9 turnovers by Triton College. 6:50 to play here in this first half. Martin with the ball, bounce pass down underneath. Dixon lost the handle, loose on the floor. Preston will come out of the pile for Triton with it. He throws it away to Lockhart. Got the open three, and it is in and out, no good. Oliver with a rebound. On the bounce, he'll feed to Lockhart. Lockhart back up top to Hill. Hill's going to shoot the 16-footer. It's short. Rebound underneath, this time by Young, and he'll maintain control. Just because you get the rebound doesn't mean you're going to keep the rebound.
This is just incredible athleticism. The ball is going up in the air so many times before you can even make the call.
Thought I was at a shooting gallery there for a minute. Jackson holds on the left-hand side, works it in the corner to Williams. Williams to Young. Young will dribble it out top. Now he works his way into the paint. The one-hander is good. Great job that time by Keith Young to draw the defense out and then work his way back into the clear. Well, there was a whistle on the play.
I think one of the Penn Valley players was getting sick to his stomach. He had to leave the court.
With that, they'll bring in a substitute. No mopping duties are necessary.
So far.
Just a mere substitution. Well, and in fact, what one of the coaches from Penn Valley was saying is it wasn't his stomach that was upset, it was his throat, because one of the Triton players had given him a little elbow to the tones.
That never is a good feeling.
Never a good feeling. After this play, we'll give you a 10-second opportunity for station identification. That coming up in just a moment to prepare our engineers along the network. 5:45 left to go here in the first half. 24-20, the 4-point lead. Triton with the advantage, Penn Valley with the basketball. Hill on the cross court to the right-hand side. Gives it up to Cooper. Cooper out to the right-hand side, Tyson. Tyson to Cooper, left-hand side. Freeman from three, short. The rebound off of the elbows of a Triton player underneath, that being Johnny Williams, and it goes up.